What's the buzz? Jesus Christ Superstar is coming to NMU's Forrest Roberts Theater. Joining us in the studio is Paul Truckee from NMU Theater. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here and taking the time to tell us about the latest production that is coming, Jesus Christ Superstar.
Absolutely, yeah. We are very excited to put this production on. We've been waiting quite a long time to do it. Last time it was done here was 33 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, back in 1992. And ever since we've been building these new programs that we have, the talent level of students we have now is amazing. So we finally got around to the right time of saying, we've got the guns to sing this and make this happen, and we're super excited to be doing it.
Excellent, yeah. It's personally my favorite musical, so I'm excited to watch.
Okay, I'm glad.
So for people who haven't ever seen it before, tell us a little bit about the story.
Well, it's the Passion of Jesus Christ, you know, from his discovery of coming to this land and being there, and he has Judas, who is his friend, and he's gathering all these apostles around him, and then chaos kind of ensues, and pretty much everyone knows the story from that point on. He's accused and then obviously crucified in the end. And it's the human story of Jesus that we're telling here. It's not the deity story at the and it ends with him on the cross, and then it's up to everybody else to think what happens after that.
Definitely, yeah. And the music for it is phenomenal. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It is. It's incredible, incredibly difficult. It's Andrew Lloyd Webber. And rock and roll Andrew Lloyd Webber, though, for the most part, but really have mixes of every kind of music that he eventually started to put out. One of the most unique things about this, though, is that it was recorded as a concept album back in like 1970 or 71. I'm not sure if I'm getting the right date. And when I was a kid, I listened to it all the time and loved it. My brother was nuts about it. And it wasn't staged originally. And then it became a staged musical. They made a very famous movie of it that was very successful, and then it became a musical. But what's interesting is that it had starred several rock and roll stars at the time from Europe who were in it, this concept album. So there's a lot of really high screaming and rock and roll voices that suddenly you say, okay, now we're going to do this thing 8 times a week, and it's very different for people who don't do that kind of singing. So there was a bit of a challenge there for people to suddenly put this on stage and make it happen, because they had kind of stamped it for what it was.
Right, yeah, and you said you have the talent to put a production like this on. Tell me a little bit about the cast and how it's been preparing for this.
Oh, they're incredible. I mean, we have about 40 cast members, large cast. People all over the stage. Jesus Christ Superstar is very free form in concept, of course, but we have tons of movement. And the really great thing, again, about our program is that from our dance training that we have, and the movement training, the singing and the acting training that we now have going on, is just phenomenal. I mean, everyone in the cast is dynamite. And of course, our leads are going to be incredible.
Right, yeah. And so for people who want to check out the show, how can they?
Oh, well, they can come see it at the Forrest Roberts Theater. We open on April 10th. Tickets, we run for 2 weekends, then we're going to run that weekend and then the following weekend. Tickets are available at all NMU ticket outlets and, of course, online at NMU Tickets.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add, Paul?
No, really. I just hope people come out and see it. I mean, it's a super exciting show. It's such a passionate show. It has incredible music, and it is a favorite. It is close to maybe my favorite musical also. It's right up there with a couple of them, and I've been in a couple different iterations of this show, and now directing it is very interesting, different perspectives. So people have a great time.
Yes, definitely looking forward to it. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Paul.
Of course.
Yes, and we'll be right back with more My UP Mornings after the break.